Okay, so let's see. Hello, Ryok. Hello. Ah, you wanted to say good day to you, but I feel silly saying that. Why do you feel silly saying good day to you? Because I feel like I'm plagiarizing. You are plagiarizing. Every word you say, you're plagiarizing. You've learned somewhere else. That is our greeting. That is what I'm bringing through. I'm not going to pretend so that your ego feels better. Oh, okay. Good day to you, then. Thank you. Okay, what have you to say today, Ryok? I want to say to you, I am glad we're having this interaction. I'm glad that we will be able to bring interdimensional information to you and through you. Your integration with Ryok, the dragon aspect of yourself, has changed your frequency, and you will be able, I'm so excited, you will be able to bring in information from other dimensions, and not just, as you say, regurgitated information, as you have clearly, with your books all around you, read and studied your whole life. I'm excited to work with you and bring information to humanity that we, on the other side of the net, some people might call it the veil, we're really all right here, but we're able to now bring new information through because humanity has raised its frequency and is at a different threshold. Everything that you see on your screens is already happened. It's irrelevant. What do you want? What do you want, Crystal? What do I want? Well, you know what I want. I tell you every day. Okay, well, dream it. Be it. I understand you're learning about, you have questions about lucid dreaming today, and learning to be awake in the dream, and the goal being to then learn to be awake in this dream, and to be able to be awake in your dream and conjure things up. You've had experiences of breaking things in your dream and bringing them back. You wish to have the experience to be able to fly at will and not be afraid. And you wish to be able to conjure up the cabins and the lakes and the vehicles and the beauty, mountains, streams. You wish to be able to conjure up anything in your dream state, so that then when humanity reaches the level where you can do it in this state, you have those tools. I'll see a very interesting blue light. We're very excited. I am very excited to bring information to you, through you, on tools to do just that. To work with different dimensions, to bring things through from other dimensions into this reality. What is this reality? This reality is a specific frequency to this now moment, which you're changing every second, every Planck second, every day in your linear time. As you know, we don't live in linear time. It's just a way to experience humanity. I'm going to bring you information to show you how to manipulate time, even though time doesn't exist, to slow it down, to speed it up, you've seen those, I just showed you this image of, it's a trick or a magic trick to make an orange tree grow. Well, that's not necessarily magic. You can take a seed to a tree. I'm going to show you how to do that. No, you're not on that game board per se, but the knowledge will be in you, in your library, and you'll be able to do this in dream time. And then you'll be able to do this in this reality once the restrictions are lifted. I see you asking all these questions. What are the restrictions? The restrictions are, as you say over and over, this certain game, like the level to the game. You may know more, you may be aware more, you may blah, 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 but you can't go to the next level without the majority of humanity going with you. That's just what you agreed to before you came here. So we can see that humanity is there. It's just that there's a whole bunch of little dusty corners to be cleaned up. And that's nothing to do with you, Crystal. That's nothing to do with, well, it is to do with other humans. I got self-conscious and was like, well, just me, and so I changed that. Yes, I interfered with that. Okay. It's about you specifically, Crystal, and others that match your frequency, that it's time to create a new reality. The old is gone. You can see remnants of it, but you can feel in your heart that it's over. The resistance is over. The pain is over. The suffering, the darkness that you've been through is over. And they're throwing whatever they can at you, but that at humanity, which you only know because you see on your screens, which you seem to enjoy misery. And that's, your stuff. You swipe the screens looking for more, and each screen sends you into happy, and oh, that's cute, and oh, that's sad, and oh, that reminds me of something I lost, oh, that reminds me of something I don't have, and you seem to enjoy this almost like too much alcohol, right? Or you're like, oh, I'm so happy, drinking all these different emotions just thrown at you, and you don't feel peaceful, and then you cry, and then this is your entertainment. A lot of humans also, other humans, not just you. However, if you focus on what is around you right now, beautiful books, beautiful crystals, beautiful trees outside. When you go to the water and you see, yes, you can see orcas, you can see otters, harbor seals, sea lions, eagles, ducks, all different kinds of birds. And you're in a new reality. You're going to see new things. Look around, right? You are a little frustrated that you don't have enough time in the day to do everything you want to do. But, and I mean this in all love, you have plenty of time for hours of scrolling through your machine to see different people's reality and emotions and play that out as if it's yours. It's not yours. And the reality you want that you may not have been able to have before, you can now. I see the doubt in your mind going, oh yes, just conjure up the house I want. Yes, you can. You can conjure up anything. Look around you. Look what you've been able to manifest from 0 point. No money, no friends, no allies, no one. And you manifested everything for yourself. How did you do that? The floodgates are open. You can create anything you want right now, but you have to become that frequency. And yes, your screen time, I realize it is fun for you. However, don't be complaining that you don't have enough time in the day when you're choosing what you do. And when you have a time where you just sit there, sometimes you get depressed at something that's not there. You worry about, you got thousands of things on your list, but you don't have to do any of them. You want to do them. You stress out because you have to do appointments to go get free things. And this is not a criticism. This is just to say, love yourself. You choose what you do in a day. I get that it's stressful to be like, oh my gosh, there's all these lists of things I want to do, but you are eternal. There is no death. You shift from reality to reality. You have amazing things happen in dream time. Sometimes you wish you could bring back to this reality. They all live there. Okay? It's very exciting that we as a collective that come in to help humanity now can do that without the restrictions that were there before. You guys have what you might have thought in old realities, superhuman powers. The thing is that you don't know. You don't know. And I hear you asking over and over, like, what are my new powers? What can I do now? I know I'm in new earth energy. I know things are easy. I look around and I'm like, it's easy and the air is good and it's all good. And then I'll see you bring up the screen and go, oh my God, all this bad, this happened to other people. And digesting it in yourself as if it's your own. and then trying to create a world that you want from other people's ruins. You already made it, babe. Keep making it. Keep paying attention to what's in your reality. Stop paying attention to everything that's in other people's realities thousands of miles away and in these screens of realities that don't really need to exist for you unless you believe they exist. You feed them. And they make you cry. Yeah, some of them make you laugh. Some of them make you feel good. The thing is that you don't really have a choice what you're seeing, and your emotions are reacting, right? And emotions are the gas to creating reality. And I know that you're uncomfortable with peace. It's been one of your challenges is to be comfortable with peace. The thing is that just sit in that peace. Look at your beautiful lamps. Look at your beautiful books and your beautiful paintings and your crystal balls and your pictures. And talk to your guides and talk to Ryok, your dragon, and Kuan Yin and Mother God and Jesus, and talk to all those beautiful beings that you know that you feel good. Do whatever you want on the screens. Just ask yourself, do you feel good about it? If you're lost in something and you don't feel good, then stop doing it. What we are going to delve into is how to get yourself into different frequencies to get into different dimensions, okay? Shifting yourself into a different dimension, not necessarily as you talk of to switch realities and switch timelines, but any given moment in the day, just switch dimensions where all of a sudden you can see a dragon. Switch a dimension where there's a whole bunch of orcas that jump up near the shore that you want to see. Switch the dimension to see what you want to see that day and feel what you want to feel in this physical reality that you have former thought there was limits to what you could conjure up into your reality. And don't look at what the governments of man are doing. You want to not believe in them. You want them not to exist, but then don't pay attention to them. Yes, the drama of it, the watching of it, the sign of, oh my gosh, humanity and the frequency's raising and it's all good, great. But you don't always do that. Sometimes you put what happens to the government, what happens to the people on the screens as your own world, your own life, and it's nothing to do with you other than what you believe. Yeah, if the government voted that everybody gets a $5,000 check and it comes to your door, okay, right? So, looking at things that the government can do to benefit you or that's fun, that's wonderful. There's a truck going by. Oh my gosh, it's going to bring me good things. There's every entity, every nonprofit, every government, every institution, every person, every energy in any dimension, in any realm, in any being is working for you and your best good. The government's just one of those, unless you believe it's not. Speak your truth at all times and don't fear death. When the government says you have to do this or that, no, I don't. I'm a divine, sovereign, individual being. What can they do to you? Force you? Kill you? There's no such thing as death. When it seems like people die, they just go to sleep in this reality. People in this reality missing. They ain't gonna miss you, Crystal. You know that. I don't mean that negative. Ain't nobody around. You ain't got nobody in your everyday life. By the time they know you're gone, they're gonna be like, you know? And a lot of people out there, they think they're not alone. They think they got family around them. They got all this stuff happening. That's just a distraction from themselves. They're projecting that reality that everybody is alone. And I don't mean to say that no one's going to miss you if you die. You know there's no such thing as death. You always tell that story about how the gods of the sea took you in the undertow out, right? When you're 20s, when you died, you did die. You left your body. You've died several times. You know death, and you know that on the other side of that, there's no such thing. Things that the humans call the Mandela effect, a shift in reality that you have really, really seen. You know there's a shift in reality. You didn't die. I like the way you say, like it's a USB, like a hard drive. You pull out of the old consciousness and you put in the new, right? You know, you were from somewhere where, yes, Ed McMahon, and where the sun was yellow, and Bible scriptures and books and songs and star systems, and we were on the Sagittarius arm and now we're on the Orion arm. You know, you switched realities. Did it hurt? You switched worlds. You switched timelines. You switched into thousands of light years away from the Sagittarius arm to the Orion arm. You switched where your body has different anatomy that you know for sure, and you won't gaslight yourself. You know the sun was yellow and now it's white, and there's thousands of these. So why in the world would you fear the governments of man or the gods of man? You know you have the power to shift realities. And in that, number one, you know there's no death. Your consciousness lives on. If you are a dog or a butterfly or a statue, if you are a book or a crystal or a rock or a tree, you are consciousness as you. And that consciousness lives on, and it melds into the greater consciousness of you. Humanity has had the chains broke. And now we can come in and teach you guys, as humans, because you've reached that level of consciousness and awareness, and because that dark has dissolved and there's all these intergalactic agreements, we can now teach you how to shift frequencies, not just into the life you prefer of like, oh my gosh, where's my wife, or where's my car, or where's my, how that song goes, these things that you think are the good things to have, success and human. No, to be able to conjure up those beautiful cottages you like on the lake, and a waterfall and a mountain, and the people and the things that you want, and then just like an Etch-a-Sketch, I got that Etch-a-Sketch back here, and you shake it and you just redo it. You can create anything that you want. And we're teaching humans how to do this now, because humans don't have to go back to source, don't have to go back to their home planet, they don't have to go back to Syria or Vega or wherever. They don't have to go anywhere. Humans are now ascending with their body. They're going to be able to do all of this interdimensional stuff and stay with the human form if they choose. A lot of people are choosing to leave the human form, as we discussed, and walk-ins are coming in, much like the Netflix show Travelers, right? Which you discussed with Ryan and Linda. The intergalactic beings have been so excited for Earth's transition to this moment in time. A lot of beings are tired of Earth and they don't want to be here, and they've committed to dying and leaving. But the human body that's becoming more crystalline, that is ascending, a lot of beings in standby are coming in. So it's kind of like walk-ins. But the previous soul is leaving. So they're actually kind of dying for like a millisecond, like in the show Travelers. And as you showed the other day, you and Ryok, the dragon that you work with, it can emit a frequency to help make this easier. And humans are now going to have new skills that they've never, ever, at any point in time, been able to have. Even though there's no time, humans have never been able to do what we're about to teach you next. Traveling these dimensions, changing, yes, you just flashed on that show, Lucy, changing your hair, changing your shape, changing everything about yourself with your consciousness while remaining human. And you're going to be more and more crystalline in the human body. You don't have to die. Doesn't have to be any Armageddon. There doesn't have to be a great death and reset for new. It may seem like there's a lot of death right now, but again, a lot more people have died than have died. First of all, they lie about all the things they lie about, as you know, they. But also, a lot of the folks that chose to die have had walk-ins. And we're in New Earth, and yes, you'll be able to have your crystal palace, and you'll be able to have your pristine water, and as you say, your free energy. Everything that you imagined would be the best of the best is billions of times better than that. And we're going to show you. I love the example you give, Crystal, about, like, if you only knew that broccoli existed, then you'd only eat broccoli. And then you start to put more things on the menu, like a steak or a pie or a pasta. And if you don't know they're out there, then you don't know to want them, right? So you're putting more things on the menu, much like you were discussing with Ryan and Linda the other day about your guides, I forgot the energy. Putting more things to do in a day, more things on the menu for things for you to do. If you don't have, this is what it was, that that your spirit guides get an example and ideas and inspiration from you. Like when Ryan and Linda were talking about that likes to sometimes play Star Trek, the shape of their ship. Okay, so there's energies and entities out there and beings that didn't know this stuff on Earth, so maybe didn't know these certain things that existed, this book, or maybe they didn't know this existed. And once they know and they like it, then they can recreate it in their realm. And so you, as human, don't know. And even as your Pleiadian origins and Syrian origins and Lyrian origins, all of that, there's so much you don't know that's a possibility to experience that you're going to love. And we're going to show you how to visit. I'm going to show you, Crystal, and you're going to show the world how to reach these frequencies, just to go and see these places and go, oh, don't like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. The first time there's a first time for ice cream, right? There's a first time to see a magnificent mountain. There's a first time to see a baby. The first time that you've seen these and you go, I like it or I don't like it, right? Or some things you grow to like, much like children and avocados, per se. And if you don't know what's out there, how do you know what you like and what you don't like? And if you don't know what you don't like, how do you know what you do like? That's the whole density. That's the whole experience here on Earth. And up until recently, you guys have only had a certain menu because you've had this control system. The Galactic Council of Light, the intergalactic beings, have been working with humanity for decades and channeling and raising the energy and fighting the dark in these intergalactic spiritual wars. And now we're here. And New Earth, as you call it, is here. New frequency is here. How do you use that new frequency? Well, first of all, you have free will here. Yay! But to choose what? You're kind of tired of the old menu. So we're going to travel to different frequencies and different realms, interdimensional travel, to see what else you might like. So we're going to create those frequencies and experience them at first in dream time. Then experiencing them in meditation, experiencing them in a deja vu or a feeling at the beach. You might be looking at the beach and see some animal that you've never seen before. You visited that reality. Like, oh, this certain species is back. Oh, like 100 years this whale hasn't been here. And there's, in the last year, it was like this fruit tree. It didn't have fruit for the last 20 years, right? Well, that's a shift in reality. But you're going to shift to realities where, like, you have, I know this is a crude example, but like a banana and an apple, right, together in one fruit. You're going to taste new things. You're going to see new things. You're going to touch and feel new things. You're going to have new colors. I'm a little taken back because I've been dreaming of this color that I wanted to see more of in my reality. And this is it. It looks blue on here. It does. But it's a deep, deep turquoise that I've been wanting to see. It's like, so Ryon's, or, sorry, it gets mixed up with Ryan. Ryok. Okay, Ryok, I'm back. Okay, so you will be able to take this and turn it any color you want. It's going to freak you out what you can do. So we're going to teach you, first of all, don't be freaked out, right? You got this candle and you want to turn it purple. You're going to be able to do that. First, believe you can do it, okay? You're going to be able to tune yourself to a frequency where it's purple, okay? How do we do this? We're going to teach you how to do this first in meditation and in dream time. You're going to get downloads. I just flashed on the Matrix where, Neo was downloaded with how to do martial arts, how to do all this stuff. There's a program they kind of put in. All of humanity's got a whole bunch of new programs, new nodes, new timelines, new markers, right? But how do you use them, right? The owner manual kind of comes with it, but until you believe it's a possibility, you're not going to do it. And how do you believe it's a possibility? Well, first of all, you see someone else doing it. Oh, ice cream. Oh, what's that? Taste it, right? When you're a kid and you're introduced to things, oh, I don't know any toys I might like. And you start playing with one and you're like, oh, I like that one. You're like, I don't like that one. We're going to introduce you to new everything. New healing methods, new colors, new material for clothes, new energies, new ways to interact, new ways to think, new ways to swim, new ways to boat, new ways to fly, new everything. But first you have to know that it's a possibility. Visit the realms where you get ideas. Because yeah, you got a lot of great ideas. When I go, dream, what do you want with this reality? Well, people might be like, oh, I want this house and I want this certain thing and I want a big bank account and I want all this stuff. Yeah, well, what if there's something way better and you don't know? You just put it out to spirit, bring me the best, right, that you can bring me. Well, you're not quite ready for the best yet either. Because first of all, you don't believe it. And secondly, if this turned a different color in your hand, you'd freak out. Ah! Right? Your dragon, Ryok, shows itself in the room right now. You're going to freak out, right? But so what we're going to do is normalize this for you by taking you to these realms in dream time and in meditation and in these channelings to teach other people to go there so that they can visit these realms. And then you won't necessarily maybe see things at first. You'll feel the essence of them. And you might feel excitement. And humans feel this new excitement that's here. Humans are so used to anxiety and stress and criticism that they feel that in their body, and their muscle memory says that excitement is worry and anxiety. Pop their pill, drink their drink, right? Go to their therapist. But really, it's new things entering your life, but the feeling has manifested before the matter. So before it's turned into matter, it's a feeling. But you can't take all of these materials, which is ether and emotion and love and all of your lifetimes, conjuring that all up and creating and making it matter, turning it into something that's matter, holographic matter. You can't do that until first you have the idea of what you want it to be. And for now, you still want a new truck. You still want a house on the beach. You still want a big bank account. Let me tell you, it's bigger than that. And when you're there and you know about this beautiful type of a boat and a type of animals and type of a cottage and waterfall and lighthouse, the most beautiful things you can imagine now, you can conjure up and live in it at any given moment. And no, humanity's not there yet, but this is what we're going to teach you. We're going to help you. You have all the tools, everything's there now, but you need to visit these realms in frequency in order to bring it into this realm, because you first have to believe and know it's a possibility. So that's the kind of work we're going to do here. Okay? And so it is. I love you.